All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Have you ever wondered how the big e-commerce players actually turn casual window shoppers into serious credit card in hand buyers? Well, today we're unpacking the whole shebang. We're looking at the mechanics behind those highly polished, multi-stage digital marketing funnels, and specifically how strategic retailers use banner advertising to expertly guide you from just becoming aware of a product all the way down to actively considering buying it.
So to kick things off, we gotta ask a question that literally haunts every digital exec out there. Why do so many online shoppers just bail right in the middle of their journey? Well, the reality is that product consideration really kicks into gear right after that initial awareness. Shoppers don't just see an ad and instantly buy, right? They're actively evaluating products across a bunch of different websites. They're checking quality indicators, looking at delivery times, reading reviews, and trying to figure out the pricing. They leave because their research phase is honestly just getting started. So our focus today is exactly how retailers manage to keep their products visible during this massive research and comparison phase.
Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1. The consideration gap. 2. Multi-stage sequences. 3. Smart segmentation. 4. Retargeting power. 5. Visual consistency. And finally, 6. Measuring success.
All right, Section 1, the consideration gap, moving beyond the single-touch advertisement.
Now, you've really got to notice the stark contrast here. Single advertisements, they basically just introduce a product and create this immediate high-pressure demand to convert. Buy now, right? But as we know, shoppers rarely finish their evaluation after just one interaction. Multi-stage banner funnels, on the other hand, they maintain visibility and actually support deep product exploration during that crucial research phase. They operate perfectly in that sweet spot between awareness and conversion. By delivering extra info gradually, they create this ongoing engagement without forcing a premature sale. It's totally a game changer.
Moving right along to Section 2, multi-stage sequences, guiding the shopper journey step by step.
So how does this layered approach actually work in the wild? Well, let's say we follow a shopper who's looking for some new furniture. First, a retailer introduces their products through an awareness-focused banner ad, maybe showcasing a beautiful modern sofa. But the real magic happens next. After that first interaction, the system serves up a second banner, but this time it focuses on material quality, delivery timelines, and color options. Then a third ad pops up, introducing customer reviews, ratings, or specific benefits. You see what's happening? This sequence keeps the product incredibly relevant across multiple browsing sessions. It layers the information naturally and completely bridges the gap between getting that initial traffic and the final push for a sale.
Next up is Section 3, smart audience segmentation, targeting behavioral intent, not just traffic.
These AI-driven marketing dashboards are crazy smart nowadays. Retailers are meticulously breaking audiences down using some really specific behavioral data points. They're tracking things like product category visits, time spent on product pages, cart activity, device usage, whether you're on mobile, desktop, or a tablet, along with geographic location and returning visitor behavior. What this means in practice is that a shopper actively researching gaming laptops is going to see entirely different banners than someone browsing for kitchen appliances. It's all about delivering the exact right message to the right segment at the exact right time.
Which brings us to Section 4, the power of retargeting, staying visible across the digital ecosystem.
Let's map out a super realistic journey here. Say on day 1, a user leaves a retailer's website without buying anything after checking out some office chairs. Instantly, the advertising systems spring into action. Day 2, the user is just casually reading a digital news portal. By day 3, boom, a banner for an ergonomic chair appears right there on a lifestyle blog they frequent. This timeline shows exactly how repeated exposure keeps a specific product top of mind. The shopper is seamlessly nurtured with product recommendations while they just go about their normal day online.
By definition, retargeting is tracking technology that displays previously viewed products, price reminders, or tailored recommendations to users across other websites after they exit a retailer's site. And honestly, it performs so incredibly strongly because it actively reconnects with previous visitors. This is an absolute must-have in industries with long purchase timelines. Think consumer electronics, furniture, or premium fashion. Consumers are comparing technical specs and design elements extensively before they ever hit that buy button.
All right, Section 5, designing for visual consistency, building immediate brand recall. Because here's the thing, targeting alone just isn't going to cut it. We have to talk about why a premium corporate aesthetic is completely mandatory. It all comes down to the pillars of visual consistency, A unified product photography style, a consistent typography structure, a stable brand color palette, and responsive formatting for mobile, tablet, and desktop. By locking in these visual structures, a retailer ensures shoppers instantly recognize their products no matter where they see them. Plus, if your ads aren't optimized simultaneously for mobile feeds and desktop browsing, the whole campaign kind of falls apart.
It boils down to this simple truth. Inconsistent designs totally weaken recall performance, while visual stability actually speeds up product recognition. Seriously, if your mobile banner looks completely disconnected from your desktop display ad, you instantly lose all that built-up customer familiarity. When shoppers are deep in the weeds analyzing alternatives like shipping costs or warranty terms, visual stability is the anchor that helps them identify your products faster.
Finally, Section 6, Measuring Funnel Success, Analytics Beyond the Final Transaction.
So how do executives actually know these mid-funnel strategies are working if the goal isn't just a quick, immediate click and buy? Well, they track mid-funnel engagement metrics. They look at repeat website visits, product page duration, and assisted conversions. For instance, if a user revisits the same product category 3 times in a week, that is a huge indicator of active product evaluation. These banner funnels are explicitly designed to support exactly those repeated research sessions.
And that brings us to the absolute secret weapon of the banner funnel, assisted conversions. By definition, this is when a banner advertisement contributes to the research and evaluation process before the final transaction occurs through another traffic source. It provides incredibly clear visibility into how ads assist the research process. If a retailer shows you a comparison banner highlighting battery life, they know that ad might not trigger an immediate purchase, but it profoundly contributes to your research phase before you ultimately buy, maybe later through a direct Google search. It gives you the true picture of campaign effectiveness.
So I want to leave you with this provocative question to chew on. Is your digital marketing ecosystem actively nurturing mid-funnel product consideration, or are you still relying on a single advertisement to do all the heavy lifting? Because, as we've seen throughout this explainer, mastering that mid-funnel journey by supporting repeated engagement and targeted visibility is exactly how top retailers quietly dominate their industries. Thanks for tuning in.